Welcome back to Forza Horizon 4, guys. Today, we are officially using our Thrustmaster racing wheel once again. It's been a little while since we've used it, but today, we are bringing it back. Thrustmaster has sponsored this video and hooked us up with 4 racing wheels to give a go today. So, the guys from Thrustmaster were like, hey, would you be down to do a cool little challenge for us? We're gonna hook you up with 4 different wheels for 4 different types of driving. So we've got this one that I'm using right now, which is the Thrustmaster Sparko racing wheel. This is a really good rim to do just about everything. We've also got the Sparko rally rim, which obviously, as you can probably tell by the name, is a wheel that's good for rally racing. Then we've got 2 things that you probably don't want to take off-road. The Ferrari 599XX Evo racing wheel. That thing is super cool. And we've got the car in the game, so I think you can see where we're going with that one. And finally, we've got the Thrustmaster open wheel, which is super cool as well. A very, very cool design and probably my favorite of the bunch. Anyway, so we've got these 4 rims that are good at 4 different sorts of things. So I went in to Forza Horizon 4 and I built 4 different race courses. And I've also gone in and built 4 very different cars. And now I want to challenge myself and all of you guys for a little bit of a battle. The 4 cars that I've used have been shared on the Forza Horizon 4 storefront, so you guys can go and download all of their tunes. And so have the 4 different maps that I'm going to be driving. What we're going to do is we're going to take the time from all 4 events, add them together, and build a little leaderboard. Anyways, so let's get this started. We're going to be starting it off with this wheel here, and we're going to go do a little bit of everyday driving. So our first race is a rallycross race, which features little bits of on-road and off-road. And what better a car for than my old car, my Subaru STI. This car I, in theory, should be very, very good with, and I should have no excuse of doing poorly in this one. So, let's cross fingers that this one works well. So, I mean, let's get straight into the race. It's not so much about racing against the AI, it's about racing the clock and setting the best time possible. So let's get this going, push it hard. Let's go, little Subi, and I'm gonna need to get past this AI as quickly as possible because they will slow me down. So let's try to send it on a couple of them up the inside. Come on, little Subi. This thing seriously brings back so many memories. It's crazy. Oh boy, this thing's actually a tuned car. I put together this whole tune. Some of the cars we have are tuned, some of them are upgraded, some of them are stock. Got a little bit of everything today, but this one's actually upgraded to the top of A-class and can slide around a little bit, but primarily built for going off-roading quickly. Luckily for me right now, the AI isn't getting in my way too much, but I am sliding it around hella quick back here. Oh, the AI runs wide there. Okay. This thing is actually so drivable. It's crazy. I mean, it's my old car. I should be pretty good with it, but it's really, really drivable in this tune. It's not bad. Yo, the Subaru is just jumping along. I can leave basically foot in through all of this. It's insane. And I can just slide it through the corners. It's super, super satisfying. I will be honest, it gets a tiny, tiny little bit of understeer, but hopefully that, I've just killed a chicken. Hopefully that won't affect us too much on the road. Same thing with the big jumps. Dealt with that very nicely. Good job, little Subi. Let's keep going. Man, the Subaru is so solid though. Even on the road, it's not bad. I don't even have to worry about the AI. It's just fast. So we're coming up to the finish line. Nothing really too dramatic on the road. I mean, it's just a pretty quick car, honestly. I mean, I was worried about understeer and off-road tires on the road, but not bad. There we go. We get the victory, and we finish with a time of 4 minutes 38.9. Not bad. So that is our bit of everyday driving completed. I mean, there was a lot of rally racing in that, but don't worry, we will be going more intense off-road in a little bit. Subaru, you were amazing. Hopefully that's a good time. And now we're gonna go jump in something a little bit quicker. And for that, we need to ditch this thing. So let's do that. For those of you who don't know, the way you get one of these wheels off is underneath here on the bottom of the wheel, you've got a little screw, and you just unscrew it and screw it in. It's Really, as simple as that. It's really not difficult. So say hello to wheel number 2. I think you can see which car we're going to be using for this one. This wheel, again, can be purchased separately. So if you've got one of these bases and you want a bunch of different wheels, you can just buy them all separately and swap them on and use them for Xbox or PS4. It's super cool, like I was saying. So this race we're about to do now is a little bit longer. This one's a 12.8 mile circuit using a car that honestly terrifies me a little bit. We're gonna be using literally the fastest car in the game, the Ferrari 599XX Evo. Are they seriously putting me against a Focus? I know the game loves the Focus RS and things like that. However, at a transit van? Okay, well, apparently we're starting in last and we've got our work to catch up on, and I'm already going off in my difficult to drive car. To drive this car properly, you need to go full send on every single corner to get as much air going over that enormous wing as you can. If you're not going fast enough, you just genuinely won't have enough downforce on the thing, and you're gonna spin out. Don't ask me how a bunch of Focus RSs and a transit van are running away from my Ferrari, but it's all good. Okay, well, it looks cool when I do that, but it's gonna slow my time down. Okay, this is when I really need to reel people in. 190 miles an hour. Like I was saying, this thing's bone stock, pretty much. I think it's got some wheel spacers on it, but there's 205 miles an hour. And I'm not really catching up to the guys in front. Are you kidding me? Oh, some of the AI missed the checkpoint. Hello, goodbye. Thank you, thank you. And again, this is where I need to catch up because we are going to go sort of, kind of through Edinburgh. So, oh, I thought we were about to take off. If we do go through Edinburgh, we're going to need to get in front of these guys as quickly as possible because they will slow us down through there. Oh, I need to be so brave. Oh, this Ferrari feels so good, though. It is so difficult to drive. But if you get it, it goes super hard. Through there. Thank you. Now it's time for another very high-speed section. Go look at that track. What is the AI doing in these No! We're good. We're good. You saved it. Don't worry about it. My time is not going to be great. Don't even ask me how that AI went so high up the mountain. That was ridiculous. All right, well, there's not much left in this race. The AI somehow is going to get a victory here. I don't understand that one at all. It's not even like this is a satisfying car to drive because it's just so stressful. Well, okay. Race number 2, banged out, 5th position. Like I said, the place is not important. It's all about that time. So a 5:08.5. Not bad. I mean, that one definitely could have been a little bit cleaner as I drove up the side of a mountain, but overall, not too bad. Anyways, it is time to ditch the Ferrari wheel and go off-roading a little bit. And when I say off-roading, I mean some very, very intense off-roading. So, Ferrari wheel, you were great. Time to undo you and get the rally rim on. If you were wondering, by the way, this whole system actually works really, really well because you can actually just sort of swap your rim on and off, take your wheel off, and just put the other one on. You don't actually need to worry about, like, changing, like, you're restarting your Xbox to adjust to the buttons. It just works. This is actually the biggest wheel we have in terms of, like, physical size. If you like the most realistic driving experience, I would say check this one out definitely. Like the Ferrari one we just used, for example, although it's ripped straight out of the Ferrari 599XX Evo, it's actually shrunken down a little bit to make it easier for driving, but this one is a proper big boy meaty wheel. Anyways, because this race is going so much off-road, I have built this thing, our Rebel TRX. This thing is pretty much stock. We've added some cool body parts to make it a little bit cooler. It's got some fat tires on it and some cool parts to hopefully make it go around the off-road course a little bit easier than it might otherwise would. Anyways, let's get straight into the race in the big Ram Rebel. We've got so many focuses again. So we got the race starting off on the concrete and then immediately straight into the beach and straight into the dunes, but that's not where this race is going to be taking place. This race is actually a race that runs straight up the riverbed. So let's send it through the corner. Get past some of the AI. I don't know why that guy's in a Lotus Exige. Don't worry about that, because when we come into here, we get on the brakes real heavy, and oh, I can't stop, and none of the AI could stop. Oh, that was amazing. Like I was saying, it's not about the position. It is about the lap time, and I think you can see where this race is going. Up the stream, we are the River Conqueror. So this is actually a race that you probably want to drive a little bit slower in, just because you will get so much air if you take these jumps too fast, and they will actually send you off into the middle of nowhere. So just be aware. Go slower than you think for this one. Anyways, the Ram Rebel is making short work of the course. The AI is gone. No competition for us, and we are just... Oh, that's what I mean by going too fast. Yeah, I think it's safe to say the AI definitely brought the wrong car for this one, because... yeah, that Lotus is going to see this, and it's just going to explode. I've got 2 light bars, and he's brought a Lotus. We are ripping it through super, super deep water now. I should be okay to just gun it and fly now. I think we're good. We can sort of get away with a little bit of rally driving. Oh my god, the understeer in the water is so real. We're nearly at the end. Here we go. We got to the end. Get on the brakes. Jump it, Ram. To the finish line. You can barely see where I'm going. Shout out to the tree. All right, well, our off-road River Conqueror battle is done. Time to come through here, and we are going to jump into our race of race cars. My favorite wheel, the open wheel, across the line. No question about it. I love that paint job as well. The black and yellow looks so good. 5 minutes, 3 seconds. All right, Ram, you've done very, very well. Time to jump into our race car. So goodbye, rally wheel, and say hello to the open face wheel. This one is so cool. Like, you can't tell me that that doesn't look cool. That's like out of a fighter jet. So here is our final race. It is the shortest of the bunch, but we should be able to bang in one awesome lap time, because we're taking the Aston Martin Vulcan. This is actually a sort of kind of modified Aston Martin Vulcan that should hopefully be able to blast around this circuit with some ease, because the Vulcan's not the easiest car to drive, but it does have a wheel that looks exactly like this, so I wanted to use it. All right, so Vulcan, final go. We've got our Ford Focus. They just go off the line. They're gone. Aston Martin Vulcan. This is the Forza edition of the car. That usually means it can be upgraded a little bit more than the standard version of the car, but these upgrades on here are pretty tame. It's only S2 class and not super crazy upgraded to the max. Pretty much only wanted this car because it has cool tire letters on it. That's a Forza edition, but don't worry about that. Focus, out of the way. I gotta keep going for my lap time. The more the AI slows me down, the worse and worse and worse I get. We've been doing so well keeping these things planted. The Vulcan has crazy, crazy downforce, but it's like the same as that Ferrari. If we go too slow, it'll bite us. Come on, I gotta be able to pass these AI. I think the AI is on the hardest, if not the second hardest difficulty. That's not gone well. That is one of the problems with an open wheel like this. If you do counter steer the car and you let go of the wheel, you are screwed. Because I've never actually used an open wheel like this before, it makes things very different, because you just need to completely... Thank you! You need to completely change the way you think about what you can and can't do. So it's safe to say, if you're a fan of drifting, this probably isn't the wheel for you. If you like track racing and you want to grip it around everywhere, this is what you want. That's not to say you can't slide a car with one of these, but if you do, you better get ready to react quick and not let go of the wheel. Come on, well, we're nearly done our lap of the UK. Let's go. Oh, I hate this corner. The ultimate lap of the UK has been pretty good. Okay, focus, please, out of my way. Please don't slow me down now. Send it through the corner. That's not the finish line. That's the finish line. Kind of got slowed down by another focus there. That one was definitely messy, but 3 minutes, 36 seconds, that's not too bad. So after all 4 of those races, we can put the times on the screen, add them all up, and we get 18 minutes and 25 seconds probably a fairly easy time to go and beat, but feel free to give it a go. If you've got a Thrustmaster Racing base like this one here, feel free to go out, check out any of these wheels. You can purchase them all separately, which is super, super cool. Give them a go yourself because they really do change the way you play, especially this open wheel, like I was saying. If you start drifting, watch out. Well, guys, that is gonna do it for us today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe for more. Thank you so much to Thrustmaster for sponsoring this video, hooking me up with all of the wheels. If you want to check them out, their link will be down below, and you can check out any of the wheels that I used today, or this base that makes the entire thing possible. With all of that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon with some more Forza Horizon 4. See you guys then. Bye!